Well, from Tyrone over to Tua and Kyler.
Okay.
Adam Schefter reported on Sunday that the Cardinals and the Dolphins would like to find trade partners for each quarterback, but it all comes down to the money, which is a real stunner in all this. So a lot of numbers here, but basically the Dolphins are willing to pay down a portion of Tua's contract to help facilitate a deal. They owe him $54 million guarantee this upcoming year. There's another $3 million for 2027. It becomes guaranteed in March.
It's a lot of numbers.
If they cut him,
here's what they're willing to do.
Yeah.
They're willing to pay. They're willing to pay for draft picks. That's in essence what they're saying. So when they say, "Well, we're willing to pay for a portion of it for a player who's not going to be here anymore," they're doing that to clean up their cap, to move on from a player they don't see the future in. And what they're really, in essence, doing is paying for draft picks. Because what do you think they're going to get in return for that player? Future draft capital. So that's what they're trying to accomplish by saying and doing this. I think both teams are probably a year away. I mean, from not letting, I mean, one, forget any leverage for a trade with either quarterback. I don't know that there's much of a market out there. The one thing that's going in your favor is this is not a great draft class for quarterbacks. So outside of Mendoza, maybe you'd say Ty Simpson. That's not a great group. Most likely there's going to be some quarterback needy teams that sign guys to maybe a 1-year prove-it deal or a 2-year deal, as far as what the real numbers look like. It might say a 3 or 4 year deal, but that's really what it's going to be for them. And I don't feel like there's going to be much of a trade market. So knowing what they'd have to take on in regards to their salary cap hit and what they'd be compensated in these cases, I'm not sure it makes sense to move on from either right now. You might as well wait a year, see if they can't be a bridge quarterback to whoever you are trying to bring in for the future or setting yourself up in year one. I think sometimes these new head coaches, when they take over an organization, they don't realize that it helps if you win some games your first year. Like everyone's like, it's a first year head coach. It's like, no, dude. And nowadays NFL, if you're not winning football games, the pressure's already on. And it feels like if you don't win in year 2, you're out. If you even make it through year 1.
I was about to say, if you don't make it through year 1, yeah.
So I would say this, don't move on from the guy just because you have a general manager who's telling you need to when he's going to survive. You're probably not if you end up going 4-13 or 3-14 because you want to try to find yourself, a new quarterback, but there's not really one in the draft. You don't really love any of the options out there. So you're a year away and you let some general manager talk you into that. You keep the veteran guy. Go try to win some football games with him first, and then you can build off that into next year's draft, potentially, depending on where things work out.
You got to pay for it anyway. You're not going to get the value out of what you're trying to do with Tua. That's why I continue to bring up the whole Deshaun Watson conversation. I really do. And you bring in a new, and not to pivot, but just relating the two, both of these high-priced, big contract
there's some
guys.
updates with him, by the way.
Go ahead.
The last two Grab Lab accusations got dismissed.
How about that?
How about that, yeah.
Perfect timing.
Now, the other
no pun intended.
The other 25,
Well, they got settled. He's never been convicted of anything. All I'm saying is that both of them have new head coaches. And while Tua has had a coach that show promise, they seem to mesh well together. It worked out for a time, not very long, but for a good time, not a long time. And now you have a new coach. I'm with you, Q. You're paying all that money. You at least give me one more year to try to see if this can work. And I would see myself either shoring up a specific need, specific, if I need an offensive tackle or if I need a receiver, I'm going to try to shore up a specific need on that team with a high draft pick.
Why would anybody in the NFL give up anything significant for either of these guys when they know that the team is trying to trade them and they know they're going to have to take on all of that money? It doesn't make any sense. You're telling people you need a quarterback, but you're telling people who also need a quarterback, and everybody's looking around going, yeah, but just not those guys. It just feels like it's not a possible conclusion they're going to find anybody that wants to take on all of that hit, unless somebody just loves Tua and loves Kyler Murray and feel like they've been wronged and they're in the wrong system and all that. To me, look, it's not like both guys suck. Like, Tua's played really good football before. Kyler Murray's played really good football before. I actually am kind of intrigued to see Kyler Murray and what it looks like next year, because I don't really know that we got any sort of a clear understanding as to what he still is this year. Tua feels like, he's ready for a change, but I just look at it and I go, I don't know what you're hoping for when you're telling everybody, we don't want these guys, but we owe them a lot of money. Anybody want to take them off our hands? It just doesn't seem like it makes any sense.
No, there's no leverage. And the other thing is, we always fail to realize, like, both the quarterback and the new head coach they're in the same lane here. Like, they both, the head coach wants to get off to a good first step. The quarterback knows he's got something to prove. Like, regardless whether it's for the team he's on, for Tua in Miami or Kyler in Arizona, for that year, for the future of his career, or just trying to hang on with this team. Like, they're aligned in what their motivations are. So I've never understood when this time of year these reports come out, it feels like it's more floated through general managers or maybe the agents of the players because they want to get their guy to another spot or a better spot. All right, like, where are they going? What's the place that Kyler Murray or Tua Tagovailoa is trying to go, where there could be a match where there's equal desire on both parts? Help me understand, like, what quarterback needy team are they going to? Is Kyler going to Miami? Is Tua going to Arizona? I mean, this is basically just trade with each other because they're both in the same exact situation. So maybe they see value in the other. I mean, in all seriousness, where are they going? I mean, do they look at Carolina as a place that, okay, they won some games, they improved this year, but maybe they feel like either, Bryce Young, if he doesn't play well, maybe they'd make a change at quarterback there? Like, what place? I mean, Vegas is going to probably draft Fernando Mendoza number 1 overall. So that's out. The Jets, if you're an agent and you're the one floating this out there anyway, in these reports, do you want your client to go there? Wouldn't that kind of be the end? Based on Aaron Glenn probably being a lame duck head coach going into this year if things don't turn around?
Yeah.
And I'm serious. Like, what organization? Is it Pittsburgh? Because we're expecting Rodgers not to come back? Maybe that's the landing spot for one of them? I mean, I wouldn't say there's many great opportunities out there where there's not either already a solidified starter or a rookie like Tennessee Titans with Cam Ward. That's their starter for the foreseeable future. He's proven enough to me, at least in his rookie year, where he should be the guy. I mean, go on through whatever team you want. Are they going to New York? Just because Jackson Dart, who I think did enough to be the guy, with Coach Harbaugh, but maybe there's injury concerns, or maybe you feel like you're going to get on the field and play. I just think it's interesting that we look at, like, the landscape right now of spots for quarterbacks, and is Minnesota that spot? I mean, that would probably be the one place.
I was about to say, that's a good one. That's
of all of them.
Yeah.
So you have Tua and Kyler both competing to get there, and Kevin O'Connell might be looking at both guys going, all right, Tua's got injury concerns. Kyler's, I've got to build an offense around it.
But he has injury concerns too.
A little bit, not quite as bad. But even then, his concerns are like, you have to have an offense that's going to be drastically different than what they've had a bit there. Like, that offense is going to be more under center, outside zone, boots, play actions, all those things. He's 5'10". He's been shotgun like his entire life.
I mean, you're also forgetting that there's 2 quarterbacks in Minnesota already. So, I mean, do you really want to bring in a third?
Oh, you mean J.J. McCarthy and 9?
That is correct.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
That is correct.
Yeah. That's a good pool.
Yeah, you never.
It's a great pool.
So, I mean, he's got to beat out 2.
And y'all did it together, too, by the way. I like that.
Can we go back to that clip that went viral of him making the face and doing, like, that might be the most cringe thing that happened the entire football season.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Dang.
It's really bad. And I'm thinking back through all the stuff that happened, and I still just keep going back to that thinking, oh, God.
Well, Mac Hollins is getting it. I think it was Nick Emanwari who went to social media last night.
Hey, first off,
yeah.
people can't be on Mac Hollins for the pregame. He's the only damn one who scored for the Patriots.
Yeah, he did. And I would also say this, at least there's some creativity there, and there's something going on, and he was playing in big games. The J.J. McCarthy stuff was weird and awkward. And
I mean, walking in with no shoes on is weird and awkward. Bro.
Well, yeah, but that's
but
Mac
he
Hollins.
always does that.
That's
you
his
know?
thing.
And okay, it's always weird and awkward.
Yeah, but he's
Well, if
Well,
we're going
what?
there, there's some, Jonas has got some stuff.
What do you mean?
I don't know. There's some weird and awkward things you do.
He only changes
Like
his jacket.
no. Hey, LeVar.
That's the move.
When he grabs one of those big bottles of water and he starts chugging it and he looks at you while he's doing it and then he chugs it that much longer.
He does
I
the same
told-
thing with his lotion too.
I told
Lotion stuff.
While he's opening it, putting it on his hands, rubbing it on, like he looks at you. This
Well, 'cause
weird.
I'm usually blindfolded, so I got to know where it's going. But
But you know what I'm talking about when he's guzzling water. I mean, making it like super awkward.
well, I
And he's
think,
looking at you while he's doing it. 'Cause he's
you're
like, I want
making
you to
it
watch
awkward.
this.
Ew.
He's like, I want you to watch this.
I know what's happening here.
What's
I
going
know
What's happening?
This is happening. So last week, and a lot of people pulled me aside and said, "Hey, man, what was different today?" Because Thursday, everybody was complimenting Brady Quinn on
Here
his
we go.
performance.
I know what he's going to say.
Hydrogen tablet.
I got to be honest with you, dude. I don't agree.
Yeah, I mean, you had the hydrogen tablet, and you were like, you know what?
You know what? I was peeing all day. Like I think you've got a problem because that's why you have to pee so often because you're drinking all these hydrogen
That's
tablets.
right.
Ew.
And you know what that was? That was all the bad energy leaving your body. That was all of
Dude,
it.
I don't think that's right for you. I think you just need to stay hydrated. Stop with the hydrogen tablets and stuff.
Yes, man. Plenty hydrated.
You're
over
going
here.
a step too far.
But that being said,
Hey, by the way,
yeah.
is there a chance that both? I mean, Kyler and how far off height wise are Kyler and Tua?
Oh, that's funny.
Like, do you feel like they both, if they were to share the same drink, Jonas, what would it look like?
Oh, I mean, you don't want him to drown, so you're not going to give him anything in a shot glass. So you'd want to be, you got to be. What?
Is there a chance that if they both were sitting on the curb, their legs would be gangbang?
Yeah, I mean, there is that.